About 6 feet off the ground. I'm just holding this thing on the window. We got what, 25 and 3? 13 dBi CINR. Cool. Okay, we pulled forward a little bit. Now we're non-line of sight with that woods in between us and the water tower, 6 miles, and it should be clear line of sight on the other side of that woods, which looks like it's about half to 3/4 of a mile away. And what are we getting?
Right now, 19
CINR, and we're still pulling over 40 meg with a 5 meg upload at least. Okay, we're shooting over that woods now. It's actually some trees along a ditch. There's 2 rows of them. And we're just holding the antenna up here outside the truck. Alright, 25 and 2.3. Right, straight down the road you see the top of the water tower. We're about probably a mile and a quarter out, line of sight. Holy cow. 68 by 768. Okay, I'm here with Dan from Joink. Dan, what do you think?
I was pretty impressed overall. I mean, we've tried other LTE equipment and it didn't perform anything close to what I've seen today. I mean, 6-7 miles out and getting about 30-40 down. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. And there was a line of sight test there and a non-line of sight test, right? That far out?
Yep. And
it didn't make that much difference, did it?
A bit. I mean, it can go through trees and everything just fine. And the latency was good. Speeds were good. Like I said, I was overall impressed.
You were part of the installation team that put this system in here. How was it compared to the other LTE system to install on the tower? And
the actual installation took us a little bit longer than expected. I mean, we had a little bit of issues with the connectors. There was some surge units on there that didn't connect up right, so we had to modify a little bit. But other than that, it went pretty smooth and we had it up and running within a day. Today was the very first day that I took one of the CPEs out, and it was hassle-free. I mean, I plugged it in, everything connected up, and I was online. I'm very impressed. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Like the other gear we've tested, I mean, it was a big disappointment. Baicells, I mean,
your advice to Brian's to order more, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We always require our installers to copy and throw the signal stats in on the original install case. So having a nice textual piece here where they can grab that and dump it into a ticket is very helpful.
Like a half-mile shot, probably non-line of sight, to a water tower in Carlisle. SINR is 26, 27, big 98 RSRP. I'll run the bandwidth test.
Sure.
Okay, so that test was 68.68 down, 7.12 half-mile shot, non-line of sight. Let me get a shot of it.
No sign of
it. It is
up
going
there,
over the woods, according to the way you're about the center of that woods to the right.
Yep.
32, 5, 8, and 4. Probably 4 to 5 mile out, kind of sitting on top of a hill, but there's still a higher hill between us and the tower. Plenty of trees, a couple woods. It looks like absolutely non-line of sight. Sinar's 18. 19. Negative 108 RSRP. MCS at 26. Let's go ahead and do a speed test. We're running 54, 55 meg, aren't we? Upload's going to come in over 5, I think. 52 down, 5.69 up.
5 or 6 milliseconds from that speed test circuit.
Okay.
And then we're probably 9 to 10 milliseconds from the tower here back to the office.
Okay.
So you guys are adding maybe 15 to 18 milliseconds depending on the signal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get a really great signal, it's probably under 10, which is probably some of the best unlost stuff I've seen.
Great. Let's see what we got here. Got a slight hill from where we're at. Our elevation's fairly high here in Paxton, but we got lots of woods in between us and Carlisle. I'll be surprised if we get any signal here. We're 4 or 5 miles away. What are you getting, Brian?
118 right now, but I think we can do better.
We're 114. Let's do a test. Pretty good.
Get a lot of glare on the camera yet.
.2, about a 4 meg upload, 40 millisecond pings.
I would say roughly coverage is equivalent, in my experience, to like a 900 product. A good 900 product, like
With little interference.
Way brighter, correct. And 10 times as much speed.
Yeah.
Or more.
Or more, yeah, if you're getting 30 meg or better. There's the antenna. They're shooting down this road, but a little bit to the right. Just on the left edge of that woods where the sign's at, where the water tower's at.
So the
times
speed test
36.
goes to Justin's IX.
How does it in Indianapolis?
Yeah.
5.05. I'm here with Brian Gray from Joink. I've known Brian a long time, and I'd have to give you guys credit. You've made a phenomenal transformation from what I would call somewhat of a struggling WISP in the early 2000s to a major telecom supplier in the Terre Haute, Indiana area. Tell me a little bit about the business and what you guys are doing. And what is this piece of equipment behind us too? It looks like a new truck.
It's just one of our real trucks for fiber. Building fiber in Terre Haute, and we still have a wireless network from Terre Haute about 30 miles in the surrounding area. We've been testing Baicells for about 3 weeks now.
What do you think of the Baicells equipment so far?
It's been great. The hardware is well designed. It seems sturdy. We believe there will be many years of use with the product. The performance has been good. There's some features that need to be added, like a little more friendly user interface. We need to have more statistics in the base station. Relatively minor other nitpick type things, and as far as the hardware goes, but most of it's software related and manageability. Okay. We need bridge.
You need bridging, obviously.
We need traffic shaping, or bridge mode.
There's a couple changes on the client radios you were suggesting.
And lights on the outside, simpler mount. You need to have a mount with one tool. Larger CPE would be desirable for better distance. Integrating the surge protection inside of the eNode B would speed up an already easy installation process.
The RF surge protection, or the
RF and the GPS.
Okay.
Still RF.
Yeah.
Different band. I believe you said there's already surge suppression on the Ethernet,
Right.
which is good. This was considerably easier to turn up and have functioning than our other LTE trials. And in our experience so far, it's been far more reliable, although it's limited. We've been trialing other LTE equipment for a year, and we've been doing Baicells for about 3 weeks, and we've put in 50% more customers.
In 2 weeks than you have on your original
Yes.
provider?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily production ready because of some of the missing features that I mentioned. I wouldn't put a business on it because I can't give them a public IP. Everything's natted. That can lead to issues that are hard to troubleshoot, and every time we install it, we disclaimer it of, you know, good luck calls for breaks. Customers who are able to get service from us on a different product, we leave it installed, even though it may not be the greatest product, and do a new install of Baicells. So it's up to the user. They can choose which product to use. So if something goes terribly wrong in a Baicells firmware update, all they have to do is pull an Ethernet cable, plug the router in, and they're back online. There are...
Have you had anybody have to do that yet?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
And there are a couple customers who could get no service from any other product that we've tried, you know, with a standard mount on their home. And we have installed those successfully with Baicells and, you know, pull 30 meg. But the tree height in our area is typically between 70 and 90 feet. I think we're on a 130 foot water tower. The 130 foot mark would be actually the antenna height. While we have some height above the trees, it's not like we're towering. You go 6-7 blocks away, you can't see the water tower anymore. You know, you're within a half a mile, you're in loss condition. We're not using this product as a one size fits all. If they're line of sight, we're going to use, you know, 5 gigahertz.
Okay.
A product like
Makes
that.
sense.
But as soon as we have any trouble with line of sight, we're switching over to Baicells.
Now, historically, you guys have used a lot of 900 in this area.
Yes.
What's your comparison to a 900 product?
I feel pretty comfortable that if it is a reliable 900 connection, albeit slow, I could go put a Baicells CPE in their place and have similar reliability and significantly better performance. You know, anywhere from 10 to 30 times higher speeds.
Wow. Let's go to bed.
It's quite a bit. I think our longest shot was just right at or right under 6 miles, and with only like a 10 SNR, CINR, I think we were pulling about 22 meg down and 2.5 up. I wouldn't install somebody at that, but it does tell me that if I install somebody with a 15 SNR and then there's some fade due to storms or what have you, that they're going to work at a reasonably good level until conditions are changed. To really roll this out in massive numbers, we would definitely need to be able to bridge a static IP all the way to the customer's router and know that that's going to work reliably. And we need to have more statistics available to us at the base station. Other than that, I feel good about the hardware. While there's some changes that I would personally make to it, they aren't
Deal breakers.
You know, I feel comfortable placing an order for Baicells equipment today and starting to deploy it maybe late August, early September, with the plan of rolling.
By then, hopefully, we'll have all these changes made for you.
That's my hope. We'll have maybe 4 to 5 tower locations upgraded to Baicells before the end of the year, and possibly next year do a dozen to 18.
You guys have been very friendly with the WISC community. You've had several opportunities for wireless ISPs that wanted to learn fiber to come down and watch your operation, learn the install process. So this piece of equipment behind us, this truck behind us, I'm guessing it holds 8,000 to 10,000 feet of conduit, probably?
Well, it all depends on the conduit.
Okay.
The black reel there ships with 6,500 feet on it, and the dual colored reel there is 4,000 path feet, but it's 8,000 feet of tube. We're pulling dual 1.25 inch conduits.
How many employees are you up to now with your fiber crews and so forth?
We have, I think, 51 captive employees, and we have, I think, 17 temp to hire right now. We are hiring, so if anybody wants to come and work here, pack up your things.
Come to Terre Haute, Indiana.
That's right, come to Terre Haute.
Hey Brian, thanks a lot for taking me out today, and we're glad to have you as trial operators, and hope to please you long term as a long-term client.
Great, thanks for having us.